All right, so let's talk about the future. I was debating with some people, and they were warning me not to invest in digital assets, things like cryptocurrencies and shit like that, telling me how dangerous it is. Basically, they had one person who had a bad experience, or they read somewhere on the news somebody who lost money, and now they were telling me, oh, not to put my money in it. And I get it. It's like telling somebody, oh, don't go with this job, don't go with this degree, don't go with this program because I know somebody who studied in the same field and now they're doing something completely different. That's like, oh, it's a waste of time. Don't even bother. And I get it, right? Often some people trying to warn others about things that they themselves don't know nothing about. And I wasn't mad, of course, because I know it's ignorance, right? And it's not to put anybody down, but I know something that you don't know. You know something that I don't know. But if I tell you that you are wrong for doing this, but I myself don't have enough information to back up my point, you see the conflict here, right? So I don't blame people for saying that because I myself know I'm in the space. I know there's more than 20,000 projects and more than 90% complete garbage. I'm aware of it because it's a shiny thing, right? Because some of these people, they know about the herd mentality. You present something shiny to somebody, telling them that you can invest $5, $10, and you will earn millions. It sounds attractive. It's like playing the lottery, right? People don't want to do a lot of effort these days. They want it now. They want it quick, want it fast, right? So they'll fall into it. They lose money. They never come back again. And now they tell you about, oh, oh, this thing is a scam. But they were being stupid. So like I said, imagine somebody, it's like, this example that they take, a lot of flashy people want to appear rich, but in reality they're broke. And some rich people, when you look at them, they're one of this, just super simple, but they have a lot of value, right? So it's kind of the same thing. You have some flashy projects that present to you because they know the human brain. So they present certain narrative, want you to invest your hard-earned money, and they run away with it. But you have certain projects working behind the scenes, right? But you don't see that because you don't do your research. You don't want to sit down. I was very fortunate because it happened for me. It happened during 2020, right? There's a lot of bad things that happened, but for me, it's like the yin and the yang. It's positive and negative. For me, I take the positive, right? And I had the opportunity to sit down and do my research, right? I was able to stay at home, work a little bit, make money, but also spend a lot of hours on researching about the future because I was in a place where I wanted things to change. It's like, I don't want to live like this forever. What do I need to do? So I try to, I research a lot of things and try to do different things. And I landed on that, right? It's like the future will be more digital. The technology is going to keep on advancing. So what are you going to do? You're going to sit on the sideline and not participate in it? It's like, hell no, I'll put my money in it, right? I need to get something from it. So I had the opportunity to stay there for months and learn. So now I talk with confidence when I mention certain projects, when I invest my money in certain projects, because I don't look at now. I don't have that mindset. Before, yes, I did because I came from out of poverty, right? Like you want to get out of it fast. So you look for things. Not everybody, but at least I know for most people and myself, when you grow up with no money, you want it now because you never had it. But I healed from that. And now I know the long-term process, right? So for me, it's 5, 10, 20 years plus. I don't care about it now. I know what you're doing right now, and I know your goals. I know that's where we're heading. I put my money in it. That's the way I look at it, right? So you're telling me it's a scam, but you have companies like Singularity Net working on AI, and the people working behind it. When when you research them, you see the things that they did in the past and what they're doing right now. Telling me it's a scam. Companies like VeChain working on the supply line, supply chain traceability. Or tell me it's a scam. You have companies like Ripple, with the Stellar, XRP, and XLM token working on moving using these tokens that pretty much like collateral, moving assets around the world, funds and money around the world for pretty much little to no cost, right? Telling me it's a scam. Working with the big banks, telling me it's a scam, right? So when you don't understand something, of course it's a scam, right? But if you don't take the time to do your research, you never find out, right? And I don't push it on people. When I first started, I used to push, even though I didn't know much about it, I used to push it on people. Let me make sure this is actually recording. I was straight. I was pushing on people. It's, you need to do that. You need to do that. But like, nah. I'm chill. I'm laid back, right? I know this is what I'm doing. I'll make a video soon how I split it when it comes to the money. Oh, this is what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. Okay, cool. I make a little mistake there and there, but that's part of life. It's inevitable. You will make mistakes. I learn from it, keep on moving. So I don't force it on people, nothing. If you ask me, I'll tell you about it. But because this is my platform, it doesn't, I'm not forcing it, I'm just giving out the information. But I would never tell you this is what you need to put your money into. I would tell you what I'm doing. I would never tell you to do something that I'm not doing. It's not going to happen. I would never tell you to invest in a project that I myself not invested into, right? I may talk about it, but I would never tell you to do it. It's not going to happen, right? So that's the thought process. My everyday life is the same thing too. If I engage in a debate when people are putting those digital assets down, I know where they're coming from, but I also know my journey. I don't get offended, nothing. I just tell them, see you in 10 years. Because the world is going to be more digital. The world is going to be, and I said it before, it's not about you like it or not. It's going to happen because that's the blueprint. Because most people will not stand up for what they truly believe. They'll rather sit back and let some of these big corporations run the show. And they complain about, this is not right. But they won't do nothing about it, right? That's why I'm in my early 20s, but the world proved to me that most people are they're not gonna fight back when it comes to certain things. So for me, myself, I'm not a fan of some of these technologies. Like, I don't like electric cars, but I know just me saying that I don't like it won't change nothing. It won't change shit, right? I like to drive a car, press on the gas and hear the engine. That's what I enjoy. But I know in the future, we will see less those type of cars, right? So I ain't gotta like these electric cars. But if I know in the future that's where we're heading, why not put my money in some of the companies and make money along the journey, along the road, right? That's the way I see it. And I encourage anyone, even if it's 5-10 minutes a day, you don't have to do it for when I first started, I was spending hours on it every day because I really wanted to get out of poverty. And for me, if I have to spend few hours a day to research about something and invest my money in work this thing and, keep on working like this and then reap the rewards 5, 10, 15 years from now, I'll do it because I'm hungry. I'm not living like this for the rest of my life. That's a promise I made to myself, right? So it's different. But if you But everybody's different, right? Everybody's different, But I encourage you at least five, no, scratch five, 10 minutes a day to research about something in the digital space, just to get your mind around it and see what these different technologies can do. It will open your mind to possibilities that you couldn't see before, right? And now when you look at certain things, it will give you when you're driving around, you see some of these bikes, electric bikes that people rent. They're driving around, riding around downtown and go back and park it, pay and whatever. Somebody for them they just see it as something regular, but for you, because you know where the world is heading, when you see that, it's like that's only the beginning. And when you see the companies responsible for that, you can go quick look at the stock market and it's like, oh, if it's they have a stock, maybe you want to invest in it. It would change the way you see things. Instead of just looking at it being passive, you will actually take action, right? That's the way I see it. It would open your mind to possibilities. You will see the world in a different way. So that's my approach when it comes to those digital assets and technologies and where the world is heading. It's not for now that when I make my investments, like I said before, 5, 10, 15, 20 years plus. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I see it. I'm a impatient, patient guy. You know what I mean? I want it now. I want it, but I know there's patience involved in it. And a lot of research involved in it. A lot of self-control, because sometimes you can invest, let's say $1,000, and in a few months, let's say you make $5,000, and you want to take a little bit out. It's like, oh wow, I've been waiting for a few months for this, but like, no, it's not for now, man. As long as the company is still solid, because you gotta keep up with it, keep up with the updates, make sure it's still good, right? Because yes, you can invest in 10 projects and maybe 5 of them won't be good, right? It's a part of life, it happens. It's just the process, it's keeping up with it on top of your work that you do on a daily basis and everything like that. To make sure that you set yourself up for a better life in the future, you, your family, and the people around you. Because if you don't have a lot, you won't be able to help anybody. No matter how much you want to, you won't be able to. It's just facts. If you don't help yourself, you cannot help nobody. And if you don't help your future self by changing your present, nothing would change for you. Still be doing the same things. Complain, wish for things, but ain't nothing gonna happen, man. Because you didn't put the work in, or you didn't want to research, or you didn't want to do that. It's like, oh, you telling me not to go to the club, or you telling me not to enjoy myself, or you telling me not to date girls, and you tell me to live like a monk. You tell me, like, nah, I never told you that. I take time for myself to chill. Sometimes during the week, I tell myself, hey, this weekend, this Friday or this Saturday, I'm gonna go out and enjoy a little bit. I know how much I would spend. I know how many hours I spend there, and that's it, right? It's not gonna be something that I do on a regular basis, right? I did it for like what? Almost 2 years. I didn't have no fun, nothing at all. I know how it impacted my mental, right? I know what it did to me. And if I could go back, it's like love and hate relationships. I learned a lot during that time, but I also lost a lot during that time, right? Little to no social interaction, just me in my own world, researching, wanted to work, make money. Yeah, I made a lot, right? I also lost a lot because I was an early investor and I didn't know. Oh, I will tell you everything. I was never gonna lie to you, present you like a shiny lifestyle on social media. Nah. I will tell you about my losses. I lost a lot. I earned a lot. I also lost a lot, right? But the most important part, I learned throughout the process. So now I'm doing things differently, right? So for me, it's like that. Like I told you, spent almost 2 years doing nothing. Didn't see. I'll be completely honest with you. I wasn't playing the video games. I didn't go out. Didn't see no girls. I swear to God, almost 2 years, didn't see no woman. Just working out, researching every day about digital world, about where the world is heading, about these different companies, what they're doing, what the future will look like, about this, about that. But I was in it because for me, I wanted to change my circumstances, right? So I was in it. If I could go back, I would tell you I'd change a lot of things because I know what it did to me mentally, right? So now I chill. Sometimes I can be like, okay, 2 full weeks or like 1 full month, no fun, nothing. And then after that, I'll take maybe 1 or 2 days enjoying myself. I don't have a girlfriend, but I'm a guy, and sometimes I go out and have a little bit of fun, come back, and I'm chill. Like I said, I'll be completely honest with you, right? I chose that path because for me, that's the best way. Because in today's world, you have to be careful. The people that you bring in your world can either bring you up or drag you, right? Bring you down. And the way I see it, you don't chase that, especially when it comes to the woman. I'm a guy, so I'm talking from a man's perspective. When it comes to a woman, it's like that. Because you want to pick a partner to be with you for a very long time, you have to make sure it's this good one. Otherwise, your life will go downhill. So I know that part. And because I'm in my early 20s, I decided to dedicate the early stages just to myself to grow, right? But obviously, like I say, I'm a man, and sometimes I gotta do my thing. So I go out and I meet certain people, chill, come back, go back to work again. It's the life, right? But it depends on how you want to live your life. This is how I chose to live my life. So I deal with the consequences, positive or negative. Same thing that will happen to you, whether you deciding to live a certain way or you are being pushed around by life or people. It's all up to you. You can change it like this, right? Change starts with yourself. If you don't want it, nothing will happen, right? So that's the reason why I speak with a lot of confidence when it's time to approach those digital assets and technology. It's where the world will, go in the next couple of years, right? I don't know everything, but I make sure that every day I learn something new. It's not all about investment, just life in general, because everything can help you. Life is a teacher. It's the best teacher in the world. You know what I mean? So we're not gonna make this one too long. How many minutes? Damn, almost 20 minutes. All right, we're gonna stop right here. So anyways, it's all up to you, man. Whether, like I say, if you're not convinced, even though I'm not pushing it on you, I'm just giving you the information. Do the 10 minutes a day. Just research about it. See how it will open your mind to certain things, right? So it's like that, man. You want your future life to change, you have to change your present. So all up to you. Anyways, I'm out. Nancy, man, Nancy.